Anyway, if you're new to my channel, my name is George Wulfers and I'm a professional game developer. For the best tips and tricks on game programming, subscribe to my channel and hit that bell icon to be notified when I upload a new video every Monday, or mostly every Monday. With that being said, let's get to it. Alright, so before we get on to setting up the scoreboard, UI, and all that jazz, let's focus first on creating a prefab to actually store items um, or entries within the scoreboard or leaderboard.
All right, so before we can get started on the scoreboard, we have to go and make the scoreboard item. And the reason why we need to create a scoreboard item is that's going to be and hold all of the data and the entries for each scoreboard entry, I guess, for every player that makes it into the scoreboard. So let's get started on that. So I guess we can do it here. Let's have a temporary panel here, and we're going to call it our scoreboard. And we are also going to put let's just name it table. And this is going to be centered. And let's say it's 90% of the screen. And we'll make this that color, I guess. And this table is going to have a vertical group. It's going to start at the upper center. And we're going to have a panel for our scoreboard item. Scoreboard item. Okay. So a couple things. On the table, we're going to make sure that this controls the width of the scoreboard. And to refresh it, we just enable it and re-enable it, and we'll see that now we have the width to be the full width. Now we'll just say that the height is 100 for now, and each one of these is just going to be white for now as well. So this one, we're going to have just a horizontal layout, and it's going to start at the, I guess, upper left. Kind of weird how they did that, but yeah. So the first item that we want to do is we want to put in a text. That's going to be the player name. And we're going to make sure that we control the width and the height of it. And we can see that now our text encompasses the entire thing. And it'll get, as we add items to it, it'll get adjusted But for now, we'll say that this thing is going to be player name text. We then have the score, right? So the score is also going to be that. So score text, I guess. And we also have in our data, we have the levels completed. So we also want another one of these, and we say levels completed. Now we grab all of these, and we're going to make sure that it's auto-sized for the font. We're going to make sure that we are centered both horizontally and vertically. And we are going to add some padding as well on extra settings. And the margins or the padding is just going to make sure that we don't reach the edges. So we're just going to say that you want, say 10, nope, 5. Okay, 5 there. And then 5 there. Maybe 1 and 1 there. We'll see. I guess that works for now. And we also want to set the max to be maybe 32 as text, and the minimum is going to be maybe 24. And that'll be that. So this is going to be our item that we're going to be using. So we need to be able to do something here. So we're going to go and not sure, we're just going to make a folder here for our scoreboard. And we're going to create the C# script here for our scoreboard item. Okay? And that is going to be added into this guy. Boop. We're going to just drop it there. It's going to be there. Okay? And we're just going to open it. And we are going to be we're going to essentially be hooking up all of these items that it has into the script so we can access everything from the script. And we'll also have a function that is going to set the data for that script or for that object whenever we instantiate it. So what do we need? We need tmpro dot text mesh pro ugui, and we're going to say player name text equals null pointer, and we need 3 of these. We're going to make them private because we don't want these to be accessed from outside of this class, but we are going to serialize the fields here so that we can actually use this in the inspector when we're setting up our object. So this one was score text, and this one was levels completed text. And we are going to have a public void function. Just call it set data. And what we're going to do is we're going to pass in our match data, new data. And what we're going to be doing here is just populating the things that we have up there. So the player name text.text is going to be new data dot player name, and the score text dot text is going to be the score, and then this one is going to be the levels completed there. And so for these, we're going to actually have to do a little bit more work to get these, because these aren't text. These are actually like integers and floats. We need to do something else, but we'll get to that when we finish setting this up properly. Okay, so to do this, we can do dot toString like that, or we can say string dot format and just do that. So either way works. I'm pretty sure that toString is probably calling string format. We probably can't check. No, we can't check. int32 metadata. All right, so I don't know what happened. I had paused the recording and I thought I unpaused it and it was recording, but it didn't, and I did all this work and you got to see none of it. So I'm gonna go and explain it. Pretty much what we did is we added checks here to make sure that the data that we're passing in and the data that we're trying to access is valid. So very important. Otherwise, if you mess up, you're gonna crash if one of these is not empty or is empty. Okay, and that was it for this one. So then we went into here and we pretty much hooked up our scoreboard item script here, and we made sure that we added all of these into the script over here. You can see that we have them in there now. So we just drag and drop them like so, and we can redo one of these so you guys can see. So we just drag, drop there, voila. And that's it. We did everything for that. We also make sure that text was at the end of this one, and that was it. I guess we also made sure that these had like some holder data like player name, score, and levels completed. And what we did is we also went into our prefabs folder and we grabbed this guy, scoreboard item. We dragged it over here into that script. So let me do that again. So now I can just grab this, put it in there, and boom. So what is a prefab? Prefab is a prefabricated object, and it allows you to do pretty much build objects procedurally or through code. So if we wanted to add more items to this, this is how it would look like. Now this guy needs to be upper center. Should be good. I don't know why they're not doing that. But yeah, that's pretty much what a prefab is. So let's continue and move on. If you have any questions about what we just went through and why we are creating a prefab and all of this stuff, please comment below. Otherwise, let's move on.
So there you have it. I hope this video was helpful and of value to you. If you liked it, be sure to subscribe and hit that bell icon to be notified when I post a new video every Monday. Be sure to also share this video with anyone you think will benefit from it. If you have any questions, please post them on the comments below. I would love to hear from you. If you would like to receive updates from us and keep track of what we have planned for this channel, be sure to subscribe to our newsletter. All the links are down below. We are going to be making some courses for you all with more in-depth information and a lot more perks. So, if you would like to be one of the first people to hear about when it will be released, join our mailing list. We won't spam you. We actually hate that sort of thing. So here are other videos on game programming using Unity and C#. Thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed this video. Stay safe and we'll see you next week.
Welcome to our new video.